We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Golden Gophers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. To that return at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
They're trying to get to it. Finds his man. It's Sanders. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty.
Going for it all. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Illinois. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. To throw, it's Grosmer. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. If he is tough to block with one guy, you might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Brosmer. Get it out on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Powers through the defender. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. The quick out. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Illinois 14, Minnesota 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Brosmer. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll go back to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He makes the connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't find much running room on 1st down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play...
Hits the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. 1st down here for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Might as well give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Fires to the wideout. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Illini.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Illinois. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
Minnesota, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. The give is to Taylor. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Still looking, on the move. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Spencer. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Golden Gophers in the hurry up. To the air, it's Brosmer. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about...
And the ball is intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Illinois offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Quarterback moving. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback will audible. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. 4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Taylor has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And the Golden Gophers get enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Got a wide open receiver. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback in keeping his eyes down the field.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
They're not into 3s, they want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He wants to take the top off. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Illinois 28, Minnesota 21.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Franklin. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The aerial assault continues. Fires it. Finds a man on the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Discards a man. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for them.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Swings it out to the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. 3rd down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing it near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. With the catch, it's Franklin. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The give to the tailback. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the